today from hot and sunny Central Florida, Zone 10A. Today we got kind of an exciting kind of unveiling. I want to say 8 to 10 weeks ago, I did a bunch of air layers on multiple fruit trees around our property, and we haven't opened any of them up, but I think we can now. I mean, we're at 10 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks. They should be showing signs of progress. So, and I'm not going to go into depth. If you're watching this video, you probably know what air layering is. If you don't, I'll just tell you real quick. It's a method of propagation where you select a branch from a tree or a plant that you want to propagate. You need some real simple materials. You can get tin foil and plastic from your recycle bin. You need some zip ties and a knife. And then you basically... and what?
Peat moss.
And peat moss, yeah, and some sphagnum moss is what we use, yeah. And so what you do is you just shave off a little bit of bark around the branch you've selected, cover it with the wet sphagnum or peat moss, and then you wrap it in the plastic. You put your zip ties on, you wrap it in tin foil, and you wait. Yeah. And if you did it right, you will have roots that grow into it. So, like I said, we did it 8 to 10 weeks ago. I did it on several fruit trees around our property. I know we haven't opened any of them, but I know 2 of them failed, and you'll see it in a little bit. It's pretty obvious that they failed. So let's start over here, though. This one hasn't failed. I don't know if it is a success, but I know that it hasn't failed because the branch is still alive. We got a pink guava right here. You can see we have guavas all over. In fact, this one's almost ready to pick. We got little guavas all over, and big guavas all over this tree. And that's why I wanted to propagate it, because it's been such a good one for us. So, and not that this is a rare tree to find, but, you know.
You wanted it exactly.
I'll get yeah, and I mean, if we can get a free one instead of paying for one, I'll take it. So this was just some tinfoil that we used for the kids' lunches, and then I reused it for this. Oh, look at that, guys.
Oh.
Look at the roots in there. You see it?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, man, it looks great. Holy cow, it looks really good. Look at all the roots in there.
Maybe you should leave the plastic around it. I don't know.
I think this one is ready to cut off and plant. There's a lot of roots in there. And they look like healthy roots too. Maybe we will do that at the end of the video. Really, I just wanted to unveil them all and look at them to see if they...
Do you have cutters?
Yeah, I have some cutters in my pocket. You can see all I did here is use 2 zip ties and some old, I think this was a plastic bag from like some bagels or something. But all right, so number 1.
Can we cut it off?
Well, let's cut it off in a little bit. Right. Let's just keep going. Let's. I want to see them all first. So, what do you mean? Cut the plastic off or the branch?
Just cut the branch off.
Yeah. We'll plant it at the end. Let's unveil them all, and then we'll go through. If there's multiple ones that we can plant, we'll plant them all, I guess.
All right.
So, I know we have one more here in the front garden. So let's walk right over to that. I think it was the sugar apple over here that I did. All right, that's exciting. First one was a success that we unveiled.
I really
want me to open this
one.
one?
Yeah, go ahead and open that.
I'm hoping this is a success because I love the sugar.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Oh,
we got
there's
some roots in there. Let me see. So it doesn't look like as many roots as the last one, but it certainly has roots. I might leave that. Be careful with it.
Oh, there's more roots on the back of it.
Okay. Watch out.
Yeah.
No,
like on the inside of the tree.
No, I don't see any. I just see those 2. So we might leave.
Wrap that one back up?
Yeah, let's wrap that one up. Let's wrap that one back up. So I'm going to leave that one for another 2 weeks, I think. That one looks good, though. It looks good. And don't squeeze it too hard.
All right. But you put the foil on it so that the roots aren't exposed to light.
Yeah. It'll help to retain the moisture in there, too. All right, so 2 for 2. The next one is up in the front yard. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, and we'll get back with everybody when we get up there. Okay, so here we are at our strawberry tree, or Jamaican cherry. Is that what it's also called?
Strawberry guava?
Yeah, okay.
There's lots of names for it. Cotton candy fruit tree.
Yeah, so, but let's go and we'll show you guys the fruit real quick while she's taking it off.
Did, right?
You got one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this is the first one I
batch?
did. Oh, man.
Looks a little
I don't
like...
see any roots. It looks a little...
I don't know.
Water looks rancid in there, but the branch is still healthy. Here, hold this for a minute.
Might be because the dirt's not going around the whole thing. There's like dirt. There's no dirt on the top.
Let's just open it up. We're going to go ahead and open this up. I'll redo it. I'm going to open it up and see what happened here, because this one should have roots too. This branch should either be dead or have roots at this point. I mean, So let's see what we got here. We have nothing.
Are those roots
Can't
right
even
there?
barely see where I skinned the plant. So I think that's our problem. Those are not roots. So I think this is our problem. This is where I took the bark off, and I don't think I took it down deep enough here. And the plant's just started to seal itself back up. So I'll have to come back through here, yeah, and skin this a little deeper and then redo it.
This branch looks a little cracked, too.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe
Still
that's
alive
the
though.
problem?
That's not the problem.
Okay.
No. I think it's that I didn't take enough off. All right, bummer. So I'm gonna can you pick that up so we don't leave it there? We'll just have to redo that one, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, let's go to the backyard now and check out some of the other ones.
Sounds good.
All right, here we are at our mandarin orange tree, and you can see that this air layer was a total failure. The branch is dead. So let's go ahead and take this off and examine what we have under there. This was obvious. We noticed this was dead probably about 2 weeks ago.
It died fairly quickly after you did it.
All right, let me cut those off real quick. Cut these off. Let's see what we got under here. Here, you take the camera. Let's see what we got. I have a suspicion why this one died, and we're about to show you another one that had the same fate, met the same fate, and I think I know what I did wrong here. I did all these kind of in a hurry when we were going out of town. I figured that'd be a good time to do them because we'd be gone for a couple weeks, so that would give them, because I'm so anxious to come check on them and stuff.
You think you did that one?
So I think this one, whoa, there's a lot of bark missing there. I don't really remember even skinning that much off. I wouldn't have skinned that much off. That's probably one of the problems. I don't really know. Honestly, I was suspicious that maybe I cut it a little too deep, but I wouldn't say that's the problem here. I don't know what went wrong. That water doesn't smell bad. So this one's a mystery. It just failed. Maybe I didn't cut that one deep enough either. It's the opposite of what I
But it
thought.
wouldn't have killed it then.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Okay, well, so we knew that one was a failure, and we'll go show you guys. Let's see, we have one more over here that met the same fate. It was a...
Lava?
No, it was the loquat right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a loquat right here. Here we go. You can see this branch just... So this one, I'm pretty certain I cut this one too deep. And I remember when I did it, that I cut it a little deep. And you can see how this branch, that last branch that died, was still standing upright. This one is just snapped off. And I think it's because I just cut it way too deep.
You want me to hold the camera?
Yeah, let's take this off. Yeah, it just came right off. So again, I kind of had a suspicion that was going to happen with this one. I just cut it
Too deep.
yeah, too deep. Bummer. So I'll probably select maybe this branch right here for the next one. Looks like a nice healthy branch. Nice formation there. And give it another try down here. Just be a little more careful next time. So, all right, I think we have one more. We're gonna go find that and get back with you when we do. Okay, so we made it to our avocado tree here, our Brogdon avocado. And we did, now this one, I think if I remember correctly, I might have done this one a week or two later, so.
I think this was the last one you did as well.
I don't see any roots in that. Let's open
You have
it
a real thick thing of peat in that though, so it might be.
Yeah, they might be hidden in there. I would hate to open that up though, because it looks so good. And like I said, I know that we did this one last. I honestly wasn't expecting this one to be showing like the other ones. So maybe we'll just cover this one back up and leave it. One thing I did want to discuss while we're here, you know, when you do an air layer, you're getting an exact clone of the tree that you're layering, which is why you want to do it. If you plant a seed like a mango seed or something, the plant isn't always exactly the same.
It may not bear fruit.
Yeah.
It might be a male or.
And so you know that you know what you're getting here. Now, if this was a grafted tree, you know, there's all sorts of varieties of mangoes, avocados, and other plants that are grafted, you know, for different reasons and to, you know, to achieve different, you know, results or whatever. But if this was a grafted tree, you know, where they had a root stock with a fruiting stock grafted onto it, and then you did an air layer, you're going to get what was grafted onto the rootstock. You're not going to get the...
They're not going to get the clone of the hybridized tree.
So this isn't a grafted tree. The Brogden, I believe the history was it was just it was planted by seed by, you know, Thomas Brogden, or I don't forget what his name was, back in the 30s or something. And you know, they just liked it because it had desirable qualities, and it was cold hardy. It was the #1, I think. And so they started grafting from there and air layering and selling them, you know. But you can't, if you did an air layer on a grafted tree, you're gonna get a clone of the top part that was grafted. You're not gonna get a clone,
or the hybridized version of what you're after.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we kind of had 50-50 results.
Yeah.
This one I think is going to work. This one's
so
just a
too.
couple more weeks behind.
I think the cotton candy fruit, when I was feeling, I feel like the peat moss was like sagging on the bottom, and it wasn't on the top of it, so I don't feel like that was like
when
totally
I opened,
encased. So
I agree.
I think that was the problem there, and then that one you obviously did too deep.
Yeah.
So, but it's worth, I mean, look.
We're talking free trees here, and what did we lose?
Free trees. And we got a sugar apple and another guava, which are both like primo.
Yeah, well, the sugar apple especially is a hard one to find. So, yeah, I mean, it was worth it. Like I said, I probably could have been more scientific about it. I did this literally like the day before we went out of town, because like I said, like if we're going to be gone a couple weeks, that gives them that much more of a head start before.
Don't forget, you had a thumb injury when you were doing it too.
I did,
so you weren't like totally like.
Yeah,
like you were trying to be careful of your thumb and stuff, so.
Yeah, I actually injured my thumb. I actually chopped the top of my thumb off. I was going to make coconut core to use for the air layers, and chopped the top of my thumb off in the process. I got it sewn back on, and it looks good now. That was 2.5 months ago, so everything still works. Everything's fine. So. All right, well, all right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed the video here. Like I said, this wasn't the purpose. The intent of this wasn't to really teach you how to air layer. It was just to show you kind of the unveiling of the ones we did. There's a million videos out there on air layering. I'm not sure if we've done one, have we?
No,
on air layering, yeah. So I mean, I guess we could do one, but there's a million of them out there that you could look up. But I thought it might be interesting to just unveil all these on camera.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. If you have any questions or comments about the air layers we showed you here today, just post down below. Until next time, everybody out there, take care.